Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Travel Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, September 9th, and I'm back bringing in a few more plays in the MLB for Monday. We're going to be looking at the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Red Sox as the first play of the day. Then the best play of the day is going to be a match between the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. 4 more player props, with the 2 best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Monday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, take a look at this graphic from Sunday. Bad day on Saturday. Good day here on Sunday so far. 4-1 start. Ohtani hit a home run against the Guardians. We have Miles McColl's over 2.5 runs. 2 innings, I think. 7 runs allowed against the Mariners. So that one was a really good play there. Pirates versus Nats over 8.5 runs. That one cashed, I believe, in the 4th or 5th inning. James Wood only had 1 hit in the game, so that was a bad one. But Corbin Carroll hasn't started yet. What am I doing? What am I doing with these graphics? Corbin Carroll has not started yet, so hopefully it's green. Hopefully it's over 1.5 base for him. They start in about an hour's time, so at the D-backs-Astros game, we have the 8.5 runs for the sweep of the best plays there. So this is a look at the leaderboard. 2-0 day so far on the player props. Need that 1-0 on the Houston Astros for the sweep. Let's try to do it again today. We're going to start with the Orioles going up against the Boston Red Sox. Both of these teams have been struggling just a little bit in their own way. I think the Orioles are the much better team in this match because Boston over the last several weeks, they've been struggling to hit the ball. If you guys are looking for a side, I would lean towards the Orioles just because we're going to have Crawford on the mound for Boston. He does give up a lot of runs. But for myself and for this play, we're going to take the over 8.5 runs. While Boston has had some problems putting up runs over the last couple of weeks, this is still a top 10 batting team in baseball. And I do think they can put up a few runs in this game. They get a decent matchup here going up against Cade Povich, the rookie for the Orioles. He's going to be back on the mound, and he's had some poor numbers on the year. He's coming in with a 5.76 ERA and a 1.60 whip, coming off a really good start against the White Sox. But before that, he had given up 3+ runs in 5 of the previous 6 games. He's also given up 5+ hits in 9 consecutive starts. So teams have been able to hit against him fairly easily. And maybe this is going to be a wake-up call for the Red Sox bats a little bit. The Red Sox, they're going to have Cutter Crawford back on the mound. He's given up 2+ runs in 9 consecutive games. So I do think the Orioles will have opportunities in this one to put up a lot of runs. Just feels like the perfect pitching matchup for runs to be scored. Both guys coming in with an over 4 ERA. Both teams are top 10 this season in the MLB in runs scored and batting average. I'm going to take the over here. I think this is going to be a lot of runs scored. Just get a couple people on base every inning, maybe see a few home runs, over 8.5 as the play. For the player prop on the screen, Crawford has really been struggling for Boston. I'm going to take Gunnar Henderson here to show off his power. He did it last week. I think he can do it again in this game. Sometimes he's a leadoff man for the Orioles. Sometimes they put him in the 3-hole. But over the last couple games, at least last week against the White Sox, they put him at the leadoff spot. He was able to have 2 solo home runs in 2 of the 3 games. Hitting in the bottom of the first inning against the White Sox. He excels going up against right-handed pitching, and that's going to be the matchup here going up against Crawford, who, again, is struggling. I don't know if he's going to hit a home run in this game, but from the trends we've been seeing out of Crawford, he's got a really good chance to hit one. I think it's a very good bet if you want to sprinkle on a home run, but I'm going to take the over 1.5 bases as the graphic play there. For the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the New York Mets going up against the Toronto Blue Jays. Over the last couple of days, actually over the last couple of weeks, I feel like the Mets have been a cash cow for us. I'm just going to go back to them here. Money line as the play is the best bet. The Blue Jays have been better since the All-Star break, but the Mets have been the best team in baseball over the last month. With pitching, with hitting, they've just been an overall really good team. They're going to have one of their better arms on the mound, and David Peterson, he's going to be pitching up against the Blue Jays after a 11 strikeout performance against the Red Sox in his last game. He was able to go 6 innings in that game, only giving up 1 run, now having a 2.75 ERA. Over the last 6 games, he has given up 2 runs or less in all of them, and he's been able to go 6+ innings in 5 of the last 6 games as well. I think he's going to set us up for a win late in this game if our bullpen can just find a way to shut down the Blue Jays. On the other side, Chris Bassett's going to be going for the Blue Jays. He's coming off a really poor performance against the Phillies. He gave up 10 hits in that game, giving up 4 runs, now coming in with a 4.30 ERA. He's been giving up a lot of hits over the last several games, and that has been leading to a lot of runs. He's given up 3+ runs in 8 of the last 10 games he's been in. With the way the Mets have been hitting the ball recently, I like them to put up a lot of runs on Chris. Give me the Mets here on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, give me the shortstop, Francisco Lindor, probably the best shortstop over the last couple months. He has really been making a case for the MVP. I don't think he's going to get it because we have such good talent all over the league this season, but he's elite over the last month and a half. He's coming into this game as a switch hitter, but going up against Chris Bassett in this game, it's a great match because, again, Chris has given up a lot of hits over the last 10 games, and Chris has been giving up a lot of home runs over the last 10 games, a total of 10 over those games. And Francisco Lindor, he's been filling himself at the plate, especially with his power. He has 4 home runs over the last 10, and he finally lost his on-base streak against the Reds. It was creeping up on 40 consecutive games. I think he's going to start a new streak in this one, over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best player props of the day, we're going to start with the batting prop. Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. I'm going to take the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz, over 1.5 bases. De La Cruz has had a pretty good season. I think he can do a lot better. I think he thinks he can do a lot better as well because he's been chasing a lot and he's been pretty poor against some of these pitches that we're going to be seeing in this game. For example, we're going to get the curveball 42% of the time in this one out of Charlie Morton, and that's one of his worst pitches to hit. He only has a 128 batting average against it. However, he's also really, really good against the fastball and the sinker, and we're going to have a healthy mix of that from Charlie Morton in this game. So I'm going to take him over 1.5. Starting with the numbers for Charlie Morton, though, he is coming in with a 4.24 ERA, 1.32 whip, and he has given up 5+ hits in 9 of the last 10 games. He's also given up 2 runs in 3 consecutive, and I like the Reds to get a lot of hits in this game. Hopefully, De La Cruz can have a couple base knocks as well. I did mention the struggles he's had this year against the curveball, but against that fastball, 276 batting average against the sinker, 367 batting average with a slug percentage over 800. It's kind of like Ohtani with that slider and changeup we saw yesterday against the Guardians. He got a changeup right down the middle of the plate, hit a home run. If Charlie Morton misplaces a sinker in this game, Ellie De La Cruz could easily hit a home run. I'm going to take the over 1.5 bases as the play. For the best pitching prop tonight, we're going to be looking at the Royals going up against the New York Yankees. Give me Brady Singer of the Royals to go over 2.5 runs as the play. I don't really like the Yankees. I don't know a lot of people that do like the Yankees, but if this team does one thing well, it's hit against right-handed pitching. They're top 5 this season against right-handed pitching. They're all power as well against right-handed pitching, and they also have the most home runs in the MLB against that right side. We're going to see the slider, sinker, and fastball in this game out of Brady Singer, and the Yankees are also very good at hitting all of those pitches. It also helps that the Yankees have 2 guys on their team that have a +20 run value going up against both the fastball and the sinker. Not going to say their names. I think you guys can pretty much guess who those 2 are. Over the last couple games, Brady Singer has been beaten up just a little bit as well, giving up 3+ runs in 4 of the last 7 games. And he just hasn't looked like himself over the last couple games. He's been good on the season, 3.35 ERA, but since the start of August, that ERA has gone from 2.82 to now 3.35. He has given up 5+ hits in 7 consecutive games as well. So I do think the Yankees are going to get to him in this game. If they can just get a couple people on base with the big boys up, we're going to see a home run out of Juan Soto or an Aaron Judge. Give me the over 2.5 runs as the play there. Now let's go over to the recap graphic. We're going to be taking the Orioles in Boston over 8.5 runs. Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 bases against Boston. Vlad Jr. over 1.5 bases against the Mets. Mets on the money line going up against the Blue Jays. Ellie De La Cruz over 1.5 bases. And then Brady Singer over 2.5 runs going up against the Royals. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Monday, September 9th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.